it going? My name's Scott. I own a little brand called Ressurect here in Toronto, and we just been trying to like get a community and more of a culture outreach. Um, I love my city. Love skating here. It's never-ending spot locations and like diversity of people and places and food and all kinds of things to do.
All right. So, how long have you? Well, what neighborhood you live in?
I live in this neighborhood. I've been here for 5 years, but I've been living in this city for like 25 years.
And what is this neighborhood right here?
This is Yonge and Eglinton, so Midtown. It's a pretty nice area. It's pretty young. There's lots of families around. It's lots of good food, lots of good things to do. Pretty busy. The Eglinton subway line or city metro line or whatever the new subway thing is kind of screwing us up, but it's pretty nice.
The construction, basically?
Yeah,
or?
otherwise,
Yeah.
other than that, that's the only complaint I have about this area.
Where did you used to live before? What places have you lived?
Before, I've lived all over the city. I grew up in Georgian Bay and Midland Penetang area, but I currently am here, like I said, at Yonge and Eglinton. But I lived in the West End. I've lived in the East End. I lived in Etobicoke, Rexdale, kind of all over the city. Jane Wilson, just all over.
All right. And what made you choose here?
Yeah. My partner grew up in this area, so it was kind of nice for a home base. And I grew up not very far from here, so it's a very familiar neighborhood to me.
Okay, great. And so you've been naming some things you like about the place and everything, but what's really your favorite about here?
The diversity, the fact that I can just walk out my door and go get different food and do different things, and there's different parks. The subway's 5 minutes from my house. I have all the exits to all the things that I need. That's probably the biggest reason.
What about bad things?
Yeah, the construction and them trying to put more houses in here, I think is the only bad thing that I have to say about this area, because everyone's really nice here.
Okay,
And
yeah,
pretty much
that's
that's
good.
it. I mean, there's a bit of a homeless problem, but I mean, that's nothing that we can, it's not really a bad thing that I can really speak on, because it's not much being done about it, so it is what it is. Hopefully they'll start trying to help fix that problem.
And from what I understand, you don't find them particularly bothersome
No,
or a
they're
problem,
not.
right?
They're not. They're just here. I mean, they don't they're all over the city, so it's just different. I didn't grow up with them up here though. When I grew up in this neighborhood or adjacent neighborhoods, but I mean, they're friendly, and I mean, it's obviously becoming more of a problem, visually. So.
Yeah. I guess there's more of them.
There's just lots more.
Okay.
And I mean, yeah, they're not aggressive or anything. There's just a visual representation, and you can just see it more now.
And how do you feel this neighborhood compares to the other places you've lived before?
This is probably one of my favorite neighborhoods. I liked living at Old Mill Station and near High Park a lot, but I think I like it over here a little bit more. It's the city lock is kind of nice because you can go north, south, east, west super easy.
Okay, cool. And what do you think is something people not from here definitely do not know about this place?
About this area?
Yeah. Or I guess it could be about Toronto more generally,
Toronto in general. Well, I mean, if you've never been to Toronto and you're not familiar with here, you probably wouldn't know that it's one of the most multicultural cities in the world until you come here and walk around on the streets. That's probably. I mean, I know a lot of people do know that, but I think it when you come here, it's you get to live it.
All right. And okay, so anything maybe more about the neighborhood specifically?
It's a really nice and up and coming area. I mean, it's older, but there's so many young families here and so many good nice locally owned businesses. So I mean, that's one of the good things about this area too.
Okay, yeah, that is surprising to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks a lot.
No problem.